What's good with you good people, man? Yeah, so for you guys who may not know, a lot of my videos I've been this channel for the most part is kind of centered around self-improvement, whether it's physical health, mental health, spiritual health. Now, I'm not getting too deep in religious because everybody has their beliefs, to each his own, but I'm here for like the spiritual part in terms of investing your time and energy into the things that's necessary. So once again, if you are an advocate watching my videos, if you see me kind of looking around, it's because I'm sitting outside in the parking lot filming these videos. Whenever I film a lot of these videos, so I'm kind of just watching things just to make sure, you know what I mean, you can't never be too careful. But so the title of this video, man, as you guys can see, is maintaining healthy mental health levels, right? So this is what I've been preaching. So for you guys who may not know, I have two YouTube channels. I have this channel and I have a sports channel called Rob Sports Center. It's self-explanatory. If you guys are interested in that, man, it's called Rob Sports Center. Go search it up. It'll come up. Subscribe if you're a fan of sports like me. I kind of dive and dissect things down like you're not like the average person. I'm not just talking just to get clicks. I'm actually talking for substantiability, for people who actually want to be educated and who wants to know about the game of football, basketball, whatever the case may be. But I also work a full-time job. So unfortunately, my bills are paid through a full-time job, a 9 to 5, which I'm pretty sure like the average person who probably watching this video, right? So my thing is this, which I always tell people, anybody's watching this video, right? If you work a 9 to 5, man, find time to invest into something outside of a 9 to 5, right? So for me, I didn't go to college. I went to college. It didn't work out, but I'm trying to get into sports media now. That's like I want to get into the aspect of it, like what we see Stephen A. doing, Skip Bayless, other analysts. You know what I mean? Like I said, but I'm not a talker for clicks. I'm a talker for substantiability. People like who wants to hear and who wants to hear real takes on sports. That's me. I'm not here just to say this and that just to generate views. I'm deeper than just that, but invest time into something else, because my thing is this, right? A 9 to 5 will use you. They will abuse you. I think I seen one clip, man. And shout out to this dude. He worked at a fast food restaurant. I can't remember exactly which one it was. I want to say McDonald's. And I think they said this guy might have not missed a day for 10 years straight. And you know what they gave this dude in return? I think it was some type of little card, it was something like, considering that this man has worked 10 years and didn't miss a day. I'm talking about rain, sleet, or snow, whatever was going, you got to assume that within those 10 years, there were things going on in his personal life, but he still managed to make it to work every day on time. You know what I mean? For him to never miss a day. And you mean tell me this is all that we can give this guy, is this for his dedication, when there's been a lot of people who's come in and out of this 9 to 5 that didn't do nothing, but this guy has stayed. It blows my mind. And my thing is this, I'm not one of the type of people that says modern day slavery, because like I say, I've made a video on this. Slavery, in my opinion, the only thing that is considered, and I wouldn't even say modern day slavery, is the penal system, the penitentiaries. And a lot of those people asked to be there. They might say they didn't, but if you was committing crimes and you knew that the crimes you were doing at some point could lead you into that motherfucker, you wanted to get in there and you worked hard to get in there. So that's not modern day slavery. You had a choice to stay out of prison 9 times out of 10. So I don't believe in modern day slavery, right? So it's an opportunity. I look at it like this: 9 to 5s can be an opportunity, and it's an opportunity to generate money until you can create that lane for yourself in whatever it is you want to do. But here's my thing: don't let these jobs stress you out. So I've talked about things I deal with my job on a day-to-day basis several times. Like I said, I'm not gonna go into names of what I do. I mean, that's neither here nor there. But I'm talking in terms of self-embetterment. So wherever you do, whether you work retail, whether you work at a school, and I can't say school because I believe in investing in that time with the kids. So I'm not going to say that. I take that back. I did not say school. But as far as like, you know what I mean? Like fast food, retail, or things of that nature. You know what I mean? It's a lot of different things that falls under retail. A lot of different stores that fall under retail. So that's what I mean. Not schools, because we do need to invest a lot of time into our youth. And I think that's the problem with a lot of what's going on in the world, is the lack of investment in our youth. But that's neither here nor there. That's a whole nother video. So now we're going to get back on topic with this 9 to 5 thing. But don't let these jobs kill you, bro. Like, it's not that serious. I kind of had a reality check, right? So I just came off of a long, extensive vacation. I want to say probably like damn near, I was on vacation for like 17 days, like 2 weeks and 3 days. I was on vacation. And it was a much needed vacation, man, because I was getting to the point to where mentally and spiritually this job was exhausting me, man. And when I tell you it was exhausting me, it was exhausting me. It would be times like my day could be going good. As soon as I knew I had to go in there, if I had to close, I had to come in later, I would just be like, ugh. It's like as soon as I come in the parking lot, man, I'm drained because I know what I'm walking into. And it was like that for a while, to the point to where I'm a guy that takes pride in what I'm doing. I believe how you do everything is how you do anything. So I'm not one of those people who gonna say bullshit at your 9 to 5. I'm not one of the people gonna say bullshit at, you know, anything in school that doesn't have anything to do with what you're going to school for. I'm never gonna be one of those people. But like I say, I was starting to come in and go through the motions. Like I was really just not. I just wasn't there. I wasn't into it. And I hate being like that because I feel like we got a limited time on this earth. And I like living my life or doing things with a purpose. I don't like coming up to a job and running away or avoiding or playing a cat and mouse game, you know, being childish just because that's what you got to do to combat them from working you like a dog. You know what I mean? I feel like my time, something much more, I could be doing something else with that time opposed to coming up here playing cat and mouse. But over that time, I was able to get back mentally healthy to the point to where I was able to think again, man. I was able to feel, you know, spiritually free again. And once I got that feeling, I said I do not want to relinquish that feeling. So since I've been back within that, from that vacation, I've had days where things could have went left. Like I came in Saturday, I made a video on that where I was the only person in my area the whole day. So I come in at 1 o'clock. Nobody has been in these areas since 6 or 7 o'clock, right? So I come in today. We have a lot of stuff. Well, I'm in the retail business, right? So I'm going to say that because it can help you guys understand, because I know some of you guys might relate. So I work a job where we have a thing called freight, which is product. So I come in today. It's been freight. We have an overnight crew. They're very inefficient. They're very lazy. They're anything that can fall under the category of inefficient and lazy. That's what they are. They are the embodiment of that. They are that. They if you look in the dictionary, their names overnight for our store should be right next to them, because that is them. So a lot of what they don't do affects the people in the day, which is me and other people. So I come in today, my store manager, first thing he says to me, can you go zone up this aisle? Keep in mind, ain't been nobody. It's been one person, which they've been having him in my area throwing up freight all day. So I don't want to get too deep into that, but it was prevent things from being done that we have to get done, that in our manager meetings, because I'm a manager, they're jumping down our throat about, we got to be efficient with this. Guys, we got to do better at this. Guys, we got to do better at that. Stuff that they always bitching and crying about, right? So them overnight not doing their job is taking my people from out from on the floor to come back there. Now I have to come in and do my managerial responsibilities on top of the job that my people should have been done. But if it's not getting done, now y'all want to bitch and cry and whine about that. But whenever we bring up real problems to y'all, nobody gives us any feedback, at least at my store. So that's why I say with this 9 to 5 shit, man, we being played on and we being pimped. So why should I take this shit serious like that? Why should this job be a leading factor into me possibly having a stroke or me possibly having a heart attack because of the stress that comes? It ain't fucking worth it at the end of the day. No amount of money, for one, is worth your peace of mind. There is no amount of money that I can take that can disrupt my peace of mind. No amount of money is worth that, right? But also, too, what's going to happen whenever, and I'm not saying that these jobs owe anything to you, and I'm not saying that life owe anything to you, because at the end of the day, I always feel like it's about what you owe yourself. So you owe yourself that time that you need to be investing into whatever else you're doing outside of a 9 to 5. And if you're working a 9 to 5 just to figure out what you want to do not get settled in a consistent paycheck, because that's all this is. A lot of what I see, and is it real money in 9 to 5s? Yeah, it is. If you plan on going up. But my thing is this: you're going to be doing something that you don't necessarily love, because it's hard for me to think that you could go into any store, any 9 to 5, and it's a store manager, and they tell you that they're in heaven when they come to work every day. This is their dream. You cannot get me to believe that. So it's like, I got to deal with the bullshit, which I might be making 6 figures a year, but it's so much bullshit that comes with it to where it almost makes it to the point to where it's not even really worth what you're going to go through forward. So like I say, man, I'm not trying to dive too deep into things off topic. I cannot wait till I start having you guys being able to engage with me because I want to start doing longer videos, and eventually whenever I get my channel to the point I want to get it at, I want to start doing lives, and I would start doing like daily lives, and we would just touch on y'all, we would all come up with one topic, and we just would just talk about that for maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes to an hour. You know, that's in the future. But like I say, long story short, man, I'm not gonna make it too long, but I just tell you guys, man, don't let these places stress you out. Don't let these places be the death to you. Like, it's not worth it at the end of the day. And I got one more subject I want to touch on before I end this video. So I was telling you guys about how I was mentally drained, and I went on vacation, I came back, and now I've been at a better place, right? So it's another manager I work up here with, great man. He's an active father, is in his kids' life on every aspect, and that's something I never had. So that's something that I admire from that man. But then I look at how, you know, a while back, you know, he was sick. He had got very, very sick, and he went to the hospital, and it turns out that when he went to the hospital, they said that he was on the borderline of having a heart attack. And they was like, all of your vitals and everything is coming up as okay, but for whatever reason, and he was like, it might be some unknown level of stress. And I told him, I was like, man, I bet you a lot of that unknown level of stress could have come from this place, because it's so much of it on a day-to-day basis. So keep in mind, let's say he have a heart attack, right? Now he can't be there for his wife the way he wants to be there for her. He can't be there for his kids who's going to be going off to college, and got one that's coming up to high school that's going to be prepared to going off to college. He can't be in their lives the way that he wants to, because this job has caused him to have a heart attack, because of a lot of the bullshit, the miscommunication, the he say, she say shit that comes along with this job, right? So is that worth it at the end of the day? And the money you making, it's not like you're making enough money to really change your life or your family lives. So it's like, is it really worth me sacrificing my physical health as well as mental health and spiritual health for a fucking paycheck from a 9 to 5 that doesn't really matter? Is an optical illusion. At any minute, this shit can close down and you can be asked out. No fuck on all your only leverage is that you got a 401k. But how many people know about the 401k, especially black people? Because these are financial literacy that we was never really taught about. You know what I mean? But like I say, that's a whole nother video for another day. But you know, like I said, I'm not going to talk you out to death. I'm not going to extend this video too long, but just know this, man. Your health, your mental health, your physical health, everything is more important. I'm not saying don't take your job serious. I'm not saying bullshit at your job. But at the end of the day, don't let this job be the death to you, man. Don't let this job take you away from your family, because it ain't worth it at the end of the day. It's not. Honestly, I promise you it's not. But if you guys did enjoy this video, man, do me a big favor, man. Smash that thumbs up button. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. When you subscribe, click that post notification bell to be notified on all things Robert Youngblood Jr. I was finna say my old channel name, and I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm out this thing.